lot against Nongshin, even though changing things around to go specifically against that Neon.
Odd stack working their way. It's just Forsaken, tucked in behind this Viper wall, but he gets flushed out. Francis reads it, finds the headshot. There's that first blood found.
That's already good prep being shown here by Nongshim. That's a spot that PRX likes to tuck into.
Indy, clean one tap. Francis now on the floor, back into a 4v4. Ghosts pretty much across the board here for PRX. A little bit more oomph behind this. See if they can find their target. So is Ivy looking for a timing. Gets caught off guard. Not ready for something. Just jump, plant his feet, and find the headshot. Suddenly, Nongshim reeling a bit here in the pistol. The barrel for the slide across. Indy getting caught on the Danby. Finds that kill. The shutdown RB. Trying to clutch it out, but it's going to be Inby to stand a bit taller. 3K over 3K. PRX find the opening pistol. And already finding themselves on one of the biggest stages that we have to offer. As here's the judge around the corner. Something give Demi a little bit of his own medicine, but they return fire with these bandits in hand. It's looking damn clean.
This is something that a lot of teams have been leaning into recently. Forsaken finds one on the back.
Gets a kill on XLG. Ivy, however, this time a lot cleaner with the Sheriff. As Francis trying to get himself tucked in behind the bricks, and I don't think it's going to matter too much because Forsaken has his knife out. Claims the kill, and Nongshim, barring Ching, pulling a rabbit out of the hat. They're going to be tying things up 1-1. Paranoia to connect on the no one, and RB to shut him down. The recovered Judge doing wonders, and just like that, it is already neck and neck. Let's see if we can really bring Pacific to the stage here in Santiago. We're going to trade back on some of these thrifties. XLG, however, some different ideas, able to find two before getting taken down. Danby just going to be collecting that weapon. Francis looking for an angle with that outlaw. Slow walk down. First hurdle going to be Danby. Sat here, center sight. Bottom of hut. With Devi on the swing. Takes his head clean off. And suddenly, you have to start wondering, is it possible? Can they do it? Devi, he says yes. Finds the one. Drop down. Has the read! And he has the shot! Welcome to Pacific, ladies and gentlemen! Didn't really know what to expect given that they've never played against each other, but something now that Judge again in hand, able to find the shutdown on the Danby. Being cycled forward in the mid might give PRX a bit of an idea of what the game plan is here as Francis is going to get caught. Anticipating that second layer, but also Nongshim.
Devi's already in place to help. Thorns there, Judge at the ready.
It seems like this little back and forth will be coming to an end here. Something greets them at the door. RB to fall. And it's going to be a flawless for PRX to move up 3-1.
Already here.
His way forward in the mid, the Paranoia to greet him. Holds him back for a brief little moment as he's trying to get the slide going.
Wow.
Eventually will be able to find it. How he keeps working these weapons they do have in hand. Ivy tucks back away from that one RB. Trying to TP out. Is now the convergent pass as well going to be layered in. Something on the entry up and over, but loses out on multiple players. And the timeout call is absolutely gorgeous. It's a flawless in reply for...
Maybe give away his position. Actually, they're checking main. They know that PRX likes to be aggressive there.
They get the spot. Oh, exit, and something is so damn ready for it. Immediately shuts him down with that shorty. Looking for the peek, but Jing already claiming the kill on XLG. Looking for the flick. Ivy able to find something, but Jing is there for the trade back. Suddenly a two-player advantage. RB halted in his tracks, needing to try to find some value, but Forsaken just swings out, takes the fight, and takes his life. Danby found now on that flank, and PRX not allowing for Nongshim to start building. Up around over on that elbow, the swing out, and Danby collecting both. The Viper Forsaken both going to be eliminated. Jing now here at Heaven. Slow creep forward. XLG dead. The Nightfall available and immediately invested in B. Feels like they have a solid chance to be able to take this one. As there's a spot out in Ivy. Caught! The pin now gone. RB dead, and Danby recovering from the decay. Has three players to try to clear, but Envy cuts him down. Plenty of time remaining on the defuse, and PRX up 5-2.
Hands of Ivy. Something again, holding this line. Oh my God.
It's a shutdown onto the critical player. It's Danby dead again. Ivy working his way through mid is able to find Envy. Finds himself plenty of space with that saturate. Ivy needs to come up with a kill, but he cannot. Forsaken just has him outdone once again, and XROS cannot get the Sheriff drawn fast enough. 2 players at the post plant, a Stinger and a Bucky. Francis is looking for some damage. He's the one eating it, and RB now would have to clutch it up with a Bucky. Finds the first 2. Grabs the Phantom, TP's back across the opposite side. And as he swings, it's to his demise. Devi out wide, catches him by surprise, and that is going to be PRX now.
With the operator here in the playoffs. They're going to go pushing.
Trying to bait with that Prowler, allowing it to come into him, but that's going to be something. Just
Thorns to open this up.
looking for that timing. Devi swinging forward, will be overwhelmed. Shot connecting, but not getting the elimination. Now the overdrive in play, and Dami's able to find Envy. Player advantage here in the hands of Nongshim. Looking to get full, actually 3-player wrap, at least a 2. Going towards A main, RB. About to find out, though, that Forsaken has scaled a lot further forward than he might have anticipated, so suddenly we're back to parity.
Forsaken's got a pit if he gets in deep enough.
Given where the players are playing, he could just, walk forward, but does still have that spike and belt, but the TP up on top of Hot. Dambi is there, in position, finds the punish. Looking for the slide down, a bite, layered in. Ivy just trying to delay as much as humanly possible the slide, and Dambi just going to be a hair off, and now Forsaken into a 1v1, or rather something into a 1v1. Forsaken does fall, but the time is just not going to be there, so he has to make his exit, backing away. Ivy looking for the kill, won't be able to find it. He will go down to this spike, but Nongshim do barely manage to bring back the round.
Well, it's something, that's for sure, but this time they're able to get just enough space. They're not seeing anything, so.
He's about to see Ivy. Looking for the flick down, and Ivy, lucky to be alive. He's anticipating this repeat, and he wins it out. A critical find for him, but Devi at the same time able to find Dambi back over on the B side. Francis forward, tucked into the coming Prowler. The chase does get cleared, and RB dead as he tries to TP over to get the spike planted, but the return fire looking decent, but Envy, was looking excellent for a brief little moment. Once again, Ivy here. Smoke now in. Jing able to hold this one up to half. He's going to try to just stick it, and Ivy doesn't manage to find the kill! Jing just too fast on the draw! Something. Once again, that judge in hand looking for the early shutdown. Second will be eating some damage, but do they read this position? No, they don't quite do. 2 kills still going to be found for something. Before XROS is finally able to take him out of the equation.
Do you risk it and throw an ult in here? Get into a post plant. Ivy's got the pit.
And Devi, he's got the angle, and he's got all 3. One by one they fall.
Leaning in this direction.
Looking for that pass hit yet again. Paranoia connecting on a Forsaken. Dambi sliding forward. Able to find Envy. Turns back in. Francis will fall, but Dambi collects a second elimination. Devi. Not going to be able to shut him down this time. Dambi maybe starting to find his footing, coming alive here on the stage. Pit now going to be invested as well. As Nongshim know how desperately they need this final round of the half. Dambi going to be able to find himself a 4th. Something dead, now it's all on Jing. Will quickly be cleaned up, so 8-4 at the half.
Maybe finding out the hard way. Drifting up.
About to have that contact. He's good for the first, looking for that second, but Dambi just continues to slide across, dragging the attention, dragging that crosshair. Well, XROS under some fire, the swing coming in Devi. On the approach around the back. XROS gets a read of it though, turns back! Facing forward, finding himself a 3rd. Now suddenly it's Jing, the 1v3, the quick fade away. Dambi dead on the floor, Ghost recovered. Jing trying to make a go of this one, but RB takes him down to 14, the spike now collected. Ivy still on the approach. The swing around the back, and Jing just no idea where RB has gotten off to. Will just swoop forward into RB's open grasp. Pistol goes down to that single digit. While Forsaken leading the charge, pushing forward with that shorty in hand. Will be to his doom, but that second layer coming in, Jing able to clean one up, and that's going to be a Spectre recoverable. So the spike still slowly eking its way forward, waiting for the smoke to bloom. That's the cover, Envy just waiting on those timing shots. Jump down and get the plant in action. XROS able to find Devi. Finishing off the earlier job, keeping Nongshim in with a player advantage. Spectre in the hands of something, however, as well as that bandit for Envy. Certainly has to be a consideration and a concern. The double swing there at Heaven, but Dambi able to flush them both out. Now it's just XROS to find the finisher, and Nongshim finding their footing so far here in confirmation. Now that the Paranoia goes flying, he's able to back away. Forsaken on the scale forward, catching Ivy completely off guard, and that A site is wide open. Dambi not able to find Envy. He holds his own for one. Backpedals, shifting over to the side, but still is in for the fight. Turns the flash, looks for a little bit more. Won't be able to come up with the goods. It'll recover now into the hands of Francis. Devi's position going to be noted here in mid, but something. Soul to try to play him in. Keep him tucked away. Keep him a mystery. TP forward. He now strikes. The blind there on Francis. He finds a second, looks for the third. XROS has managed to shut him down. Comes up with another. And two players surviving. PRX will be able to close out the anti-bonus.
Sort of go-to.
Francis push forward. It's Forsaken on that late lurk. Wanting to reopen that A side of the map, potentially go for the pivot, but now there is no further recourse. They have to push forward. They have to try to get the plant down here on this B site. Refract out with the flood in from Nongshim. Going to pull off the retake as Jing, however, on the swing, finds himself a second, but Dambi will find the shutdown. Nongshim still with that Nightfall. Should they feel they have earned the space to open up with it. Jing, however, getting tagged low, as is something. Refracts all the way out, but Jing is pushing forward, quickly dispatches Dambi. Bandit yet again doing wonders, but he cannot steady the spray to find RB. Ends up being that 1-for-1. While the rotation's back, Francis setting up that
way in. The rest of the team hasn't been able to join him, so XROS tucked in the corner.
Peek out, and Francis able to find Indy from on high. Device still going to be good with the Sheriff. Cleans up one, but needs a hell of a lot more, and at the moment he is completely boxed in, now flushed out.
Seconds left.
Something good for the one kill, but Ivy gets a drag across, finds the headshot. Timeout call not going to be leading to a thrifty here for PRX. 4 forward, something is now that Refract expired. Dambi turning back over towards Man and XROS, taking that first fight, something going to fall, and XROS finds the double up. Envy now dead, he gets 4! RB will find the final, not allowing for an ace to come through, but it's a flawless round. His corner, but something is swinging out a little bit wider, so does avoid getting one shot. Francis exits with 5 HP. Meanwhile, RB catching Forsaken again.
His lurks, but RB beat him to the punch.
He's playing a very deep angle. He's only going to be able to find one more, so weapon going to be given over. With Francis at 5 HP, that could end up being costly, but XROS again! Continues to hold the door. Puts Jing to 45 before he finally falls, and Dambi now perfect position. Will find the punish, and Nongshim find themselves in the lead. Low, blind shots from something, putting him down to 30. Well, RB caught on timing, Forsaken able to find him this time around. Cleans up the kill, but already Nongshim getting their forces in position to hold the line here on this A side, but Dambi now going to be traded out. Player advantage at the moment, over to the side of PRX. Forsaken expounds upon that, finding Ivy. Now it's just Francis and XROS. Trying to see if they can take this up to 11.
It's a great scramble recovery here from PRX. Really good use of their util to close off that A-Link angle, using the Thorns and the Poison Cloud.
Forward into the smoke, the shorty, looking for a target, but now XROS all alone. The swing out, Forsaken has him. 3 kills, and we get tied up 10-10.
They're baiting here for Francis.
Trying to. And he's just gonna take a straight shot through the wall. Something dead. RB filling space forward into the smoke. Eventually will be fished out of it, but my goodness. What an opening kill from Francis.
Goes for the big shot and hits.
Now the reposition in the mid. The spot on the 1. The gate crash out to safety. Spike collected. Devi had been spotted. Has been worked lower. Jing, nice solid shutdown on the Dambi on the slide, but XROS is right there. As Devi gets closer and closer, trying to play in XROS, but I don't even know if he needs the assist. Swoop the corner, he will be able to find Francis still fighting as much as he possibly can, but Devi just cannot do enough in this round to try to get it back.
Defender side would be better. Here we go. Convergent pass in, Nightfall in. Goodbye.
Finding one convergent pass, finding the other, push forward into the smoke, and something's able to find Ivy. Dambi still alive here on the side, sliding forward, trying to hold this door as much as he possibly can, but he just cannot. Gets flushed out, PRX. They commit the ults, they go quickly. They catch Nongshim by surprise. Nothing more for Francis to do. To try to escape. Something on the approach will have him outdone. The flick not connecting as we get tied up once again. And be a world away, obviously can join back in very quickly as the Neon does have that overdrive. But Francis, he had never moved, so Forsaken, it's an obvious place for him to check. Immediately finds the kill, Steel Garden will just keep them zoned back, stop them from flooding forward for a little bit longer. Well, Paranoia does connect on the 4. Forsaken says, I don't need vision to send out this pet! And something, gonna find 1, RB with 2.
Down A.
Player advantage, however, now going to be equalized as Ivy. Leads up a kill on Envy. Lobs in that bite. Looking for some damage. Gets a bit there. Spam continues. XROS forward. Flushes them both out. The ultimate's denied. Nongshim. They take themselves up to map point. That's the cover of that smoke, though. And now we'll slide back across, swing the corner, finds one, Forsaken dead, looks for a hell of a lot more, and something down low, finished! Weapon scooped up, Tommy out like a thief in the night. Says thank you very much for the Vandal. And now PRX stranded, corralled in mid, Jing swooping forward to his death, Francis is there, swapping positions as it is Justify left. Finds a second, it would have to be an ace clutch. Turns back, RP. The next one to take the fight, Devi, able to win it out. Here's the approach, but the time is getting away from him. 11 seconds remaining.
10 seconds left.
And Ivy now arriving at backside the Lobin on the snake bite, Devi nearly dead. And the round is over, the map is gone. Nongshim struggle at the start, but they show us why they picked Garode.
Really?
Knew this map was coming. Let's see what they got.
Let's get right back into it, folks. Over to you, Achilleos and Paper Thin.
Superb on split. Really deep one way and a kill for Francis.
Hell of a peak. Something dead on the floor to start off this round. Francis wants a little bit more, but Forsaken will be able to shut him down. Trust, however, with the trade up and out of Devi with the trade back, and then Dami gets involved as well. Suddenly a 3v2. Forsaken down to 35 and out dead. Nongshim find themselves another pistol win.
Yeah, it's just a brawl here.
The damage they could possibly get would be nice, but none to be found there. Devi getting with that Sheriff, this time going to be shut down.
He's able to get the Sheriff over to Forsaken.
Looking for not quite a Caterpillar smoke here. It's one to try to work their way across that gap. RB going to be struck down, but Ivy finds something. XROS finds Envy. That should just be maybe a bit of a 1-by-1 they fall, but no, Forsaken re-swinging. Able to find one. Dami decides to pull the trigger, and given how low he was, he's able to find the kill. So 3 players alive. Collect up the key weaponry, carry that forward as Nongshim.
On his own. He's just gonna tuck in. Judge is there.
A wide swing could be as I'm doing, but still it's gotta be able to find something in the back. But Ivy finding 2 in the front. Envy and Jing both eliminated. The snakebite layered forward. Trying to scale, stop them from collecting this spike and stop them. He has Ivy. That C's did connect. Mine just staying tucked away, but then Ivy finds him immediately off the hot reveal. Opens up a bit of space, but look at Nongshim already corralling back in from both sides. Wanting to contain this position, and XROS there at B Heaven is able to find something on the approach. Dami now pushing forward, looking for the transfer onto the second. Takes Forsaken low, and XROS has the alley-oop. And whatever the call was, it was read by Nongshim. Perfectly poised and prepared. They'll lose out on 2, but they will get another round win. 4-0 to start as PRX back into another box.
On both sides, in fact, something has one. You can see the one in Francis's hands. Jing.
Ivy with that pre-fire is able to find Jing, but okay, off screen. Dami going to be struck down. Jing does eventually fall. Duelist down on either side. Yoru's still yet in the mix as there's the spot out in Envy. Quick to collect the kill. Great boss. Paranoia connecting, XROS. Lobbing in that haunt, but it gets cleared, but RB catches a glimpse, and that's more than enough for him to dispatch Forsaken. Approach from Envy here from behind, but his teammates down on the side, losing their lives. Suddenly he's the last one standing. Finds the first, drops down. Seized in position, the time getting away from him, and Francis just Goomba stomps him with a shorty. 5.
Get the spot, you get some space here.
Taunt reveals on both sides. Prowler chasing all the way around the back as there's the Bucky, but there's the Judge. Tommy finds Jing Devi dead. Recollection on this one, Dambi missing the rope. Will get punished, Forsaken able to pursue in for that elimination, but RB cuts down his reinforcements. Prowler finds him, as does Francis. He's playing off his teammates' util. Tagged up a bit, slots forward behind the boxes. Zinvi pushing forward, is able to find XLG. Francis, however, strikes him down. The spike now on the floor, but something down below. Is able to find the first, but he cannot get the transition. Francis still alive, still kicking. Still fighting to the nail, but now a 3v3. Nongshim trying to scale forward, trying to find that punish. Had he continued pre-firing the angle, might have been rewarded with a kill, but now instead he's going to be eliminated. Jing will be able to find Dambi, but now Ivy strikes in from garage. The time starting to tick. Jing, can he play this out? Finds the first. Ivy dead. Another paint shell lobbed in. That should be the round secured as Jing comes alive.
At least for a bit.
Oh, well. Yeah, you're going to be playing those ranges. Paranoia is not going to be enough to dissuade Dambi. Jing, the hero of the previous, now gone off the rip, but it's time Forsaken. Able to secure the kill when he has somebody dead to right. Right of the rope from Dambi, keeping it quiet. Slotting forward, looking for the backstab with that Judge. Meanwhile, a little leg shot there, and Dambi, he has just stormed the front. Forsaken and something both gone. The spike still a world away. Meanwhile, Francis cleans up.
Anything for Devi? No.
Not at all.
But
they have to have heard the drop. They have to have suspected there's going to be that Judge around the corner. So now having it confirmed, but something, his eyes are trained towards this Neon, so Ivy just backstabs for free. He's tethered in position, and no one can do a damn thing about it. Oh, Francis finds two. Dambi sliding forward. Forsaken only good for the first. Nothing to dissuade. Prowler now will get cleared. You hear that Outlaw, he's looking for the angle, and Francis will get punished. A massive overstep. Linger, hearing the bound across from Dambi, relays that to the team, lets them know that he is coming. The next cross now gone. Dambi on the corner, the Judge still ringing out, still taking lives, but Devi now arriving in heaven, comes to the rescue. And it is just RP now remaining, finds the first, looks for the transfer for the second, and he cannot. PRX.
PRX having to poke and prod a bit more, try to suss out these positions. That high-low is brutal.
Eyes.
Anyone gonna be watching their back? Okay.
Here comes the flood, the haunt out, the overwhelm is found. Forsaken trying to TP around. And Francis again, kind of misplaying it as Forsaken suddenly they're in with a shout. A side completely open. Like their chances. So the pit going to be saved for the last round, but now Forsaken gone. Lowest HP member eliminated, but Devi holds his own. Ivy dead at the elbow. And now it is just RP. Trying to assess where Jing could possibly be. Now spots him, but Jing faster on the draw. Gets the headshot, and PRX, they get up to 3. Dimensional drift as well. Trying to counteract the pivot. But instead they're just going to go crunching into A main. Showstopper going to be drawn out. RB, however, striking first. Something dead. The push forward. Jing looking for a target. Lobs it beneath his feet. And Dambi zaps him out of the sky. Finds the follow-up. Envy's gone. And Pit be damned. Nongshim do not give them the chance. Just not been able to find that form, that accuracy that he was putting on display just a mere few days ago. Devi, however, will find a clean one. It's RB dead. Spike recovered. Something still fishing for it, looking for it, but managed to slide away. Now escorting that spike over to the A site, which has been opened up. It's Forsaken fell.
30 seconds left.
Omenless here. Both sides. The post plant, the retake. And now Envy gone as well. Devi to challenge and to win it. Another belter of a shot from the Sultan. It needs so much more. Something caught. Dropping down to his death. 6 feet under. Jing now dancing around elbow, is just overwhelmed, outnumbered, and outdone. Another pistol and all. So he could still absolutely cook them with this. They're gonna try to do this high-low. There's one gone. But he will still fall. In via ramp, able to finish the...
They use a smoke.
Smoke to come through, the 1-2 push. Looking for the shot. Forsaken drawing the attention. Gets that outlaw after all. But that was still critical time bought for Nongshim. PRX need to make a go of this right here, right now. Shot connecting on the down B, takes him down to 10. But XLG again finds 2, and RB cleans up the remainders. 11-3. A decent cheeky go of it there from PRX.
Previous round, they're gonna prove fruitful anyway.
Swing the corner, and Ivy finding Envy. The judge just not hitting. Being held at bay as Ivy is right here on the corner. The push forward into the second, into the fourth. Ivy absolutely decimating. And now looking for an ace.
They know where he's at.
Stuck here around the corner. They're going to try to play him in. The shot's ringing out. Looking for the swing, and Ivy will have it. His first global stage. Who's just not been able to find his form, not been able to find his groove, and that is going to continue. Just cannot catch a break. Can't buy a kill at this point. Ivy will fall. Decent fight back here from PRX. Do not want this map to come to an end, who do not want for Nongshim to get that 2-0 lead. RB still wanting to try to make this painful, but he won't be able to. Devi able to hold his own. Francis, his position absolutely known and heard. Can he take anybody down with him? He is completely surrounded. About to have an old boy style fight here in the hallway, but it doesn't last very long. PRX fight back for a fourth, but they need...
Up. Jing and Devi trying to play off of each other. Goes Dambi.
Paranoia across. Dambi needing to turn back, but it will be Francis at that second layer to come to the rescue. Now Jing gone. XLG finds Forsaken. And in the blink of an eye, there's just... Francis still willing to fight forward. The swing in. He finds the first. Envy will fall. 13-4. Outstanding from Nongshim as they kick off this final 2-0. One more map. Here in front of PRX. No team has ever pulled off a reverse sweep on the globe. In the back, Francis now striking, finding the first. Jing taking down, some damage in reply, but the kill not yet found. Quick refract back, a pop flash. Francis looking for a little bit more, but it's going to be Dambi to find Forsaken. Something now gone. Envy only able to find the one. Devi scratching his head and wondering what the hell happened. Finds one. RB down to a single tap. A stiff breeze would kill off this Omen, but XLG and Ivy both very full on health. Devi tries to make a go of it, but will fall shy of the mark.
There is going to be a Marshall pickup. Devi did grab it.
Francis has one of his own. He's shown how deadly he can be. Devi similarly is going to be able to find a kill, and Envy holds his own. Double Marshall now in the hands of PRX with a player advantage. Tying this up 1-1 off the rip would be such a fantastic start. Something, however, pushing forward into sight. Had his work cut out for him. Completely unfavored in that regard. Spike now to be collected. Saturate, set up, Envy caught in midair. The spike now on the floor, the double swing now. Double face with those Marshals, and Devi able to find another. Some space opened up.
30 seconds left.
The drone out over the top, has to be cleared. Eliminated, and Envy on the swing, finding one. Jing now, not known for his sniping, but still comes up with a solid shot to start it. Looks for that second, it's one bullet left. He will not be able to make it connect. Damage dealt for sure. Francis again looking for that headshot. Unable to find it here, but Dambi catching Forsaken as he just goes double dashing up over the top. Try to intercept anyone. That gate crash gets taken by something. Might just be absolutely screwed. No, Devi out from window. Able to have the covering fire, keeps him protected. And the rest of PRX. They come out on top, they fight back. They deny the bonus shots connecting on the Envy, put him down to 70, but still gonna be standing, still able to fight. Devi, the one disconnected off site, unable to utilize the steel garden from this position, and now Francis and Ivy, one apiece. It's Francis being corralled from the side, but Ivy has the covering fire, keeps the Euro in the mix, and he fights forward to find something. Paranoia now on to Devi, to his demise. Nongshim continuing to not allow. Again, going on this deep walk. Ping is there, and Forsaken outdone, caught completely by surprise. Meanwhile, Tambi, a clean one tap to find something there at window. And Francis is just gone completely unnoted. They've given a track. Jing able to find the double pump. Francis dead, but now he is all alone. The dash forward, the saturate connecting as he slowly drifts to his demise.
They commit a lot of resources, but so much patience.
Francis, nice little how do you do. Outlaw looking for the follow-up shot. Pulls back around. Forward into the cage. The shorty drawn out. Francis able to find a third. Eventually Will falls to saturate. Had connected. But that's it. Just the one. The one kill.
Turn it right here, right now with these ults.
Tambi's just taking space, but will get shut down. Jing just strafing into that smoke. Able to find, but Francis still finds the time. Second now, able to find one as he does fall. Envy similarly. Jing setting up that paranoia.
Whoa!
And XLG just holds down M1. He anticipates his available. Envy looking for the first, but he's the one eating the damage. Tucks back away from the recon. RP ready to swing, and Envy manages to strike. The regen shield pushing him back up, reinforcing his health. But XLG has the turn, has the kill. Virgin Path's gonna be sent over towards tower. No one at home. Dash in, Forsaken, dead. RP finds him. That might have even been before the cam reveal. I think he just caught him. Clone gonna be found now. Backpedal Ivy frantically trying to get away, but XLG with that Hunter's Fury is able to find a second. Envy and Jing both gone. Something doubles up the kills. Finding just the one shot, but the spike still needs to be recovered. The drone to check forward, doesn't clear the corner. And it's just a hair off. He's just right above the head. Something cannot find XLG. He picks up another 3 kills, and RB has the finisher. And it looks
Fury to connect, but Tombi's just jumping around.
Just cannot track him down. Looking for the exit and something fallen. Francis forward, finding Envy at window. Meanwhile, an exec attempt over on the A side of the map.
But the Cypher util is here.
The tripwires are still there, and so too is Ivy. Finds the first, gets the second. XLG in between. There's another flawless.
Forsaken on this waylay. Dashes in.
Oh, what a read.
Oh,
what a
God.
read. Ivy just drops down. One. Convergent Path's going to be invested. Forsaken going to be caught by that one. Makes it around the corner out to safety, but XLG still is able to find something on the exit. And all the while, the spike has never gotten planted. As Devi completely surrounded. Falls to the wayside. 9-1. Ends up being a misread. PRX, a window to get this spike planted. Pop flash going to be sent down. Ivy going to be taken down, and now suddenly PRX looking decisive in this round. As XLG unable to find a follow-up, and that leaves just Dambi. A 1v4, the opportunity to get the jump. Eventually won't find it. Devi from down below will keep Envy alive. And it is a much-needed round for PRX, but the best they can hope for yet. At the ready, the wall going to be tripped. Devi getting the spot on a Francis. Quick little exit on that gate. Crashes Dambi, diving forward, landing right in behind Envy. It takes Ross to find 2, but Forsaken Devi, one apiece in response. 3v3 of the post plant. RB off to a wider angle. They're not spamming him. XLG on the counter spam has it, and they just hold the defuse. 10-2. Nongshim. They want this.
A counter. This Forsaken lurk. Might have missed the timing though.
He'll be able to spot the head, finds the shot. Ivy now gone. Key advantage. Francis still here. Base now doubled up. Forsaken will be able to find another. 3v5. Nongshim bringing the spike across, ready to get the plant, but PRX are in pole position. The flood retake. Oh, Dambi now down. XRoss able to find one. Continuing to try to do wonders here for the team. Finds the second. Looks for that third. He takes him so very low. But a couple kills elude him. And PRX, they manage to persevere.
Aggro right into this outlaw. That dart, though, doesn't clear him.
Something able to find the first shot. Cannot connect with the second. Devi might just be giving him that opportunity. And he has. Ivy has the kill. And now the Spectre in hand. Francis still hovering around A main as Forsaken.
Oh!
He ends up getting red! Played it too patiently in XRoss. Looks over it, in towards the window. Something also there, but Ivy still fighting. That Spectre put to good use. Francis fighting his way out of a corner. Jing gone! And suddenly there's just nothing more for something to do. They will not give him the chance. They will not give him the opportunity. They will not give him the mercy.
On another level, on another planet.
Well, fracked out, Dambi not going to be suffering that much damage. Just down to 79. Is now the Hunter's Fury opened up. Forsaken eliminated RB's hand, but where you wanted to go. But this ended up just being a brilliant fake. Either way, Dambi finding Envy, something gone. Devi eliminated. Jing, the last one standing, saturated, dead. Dambi has 3, and Nongshim have match point.
Now something pulls, or excuse me, Forsaken pulls away.
He's still going to be able to find one. Jing eventually putting him down, but not before also suffering heavy damage. Something now eliminated, and it feels like this series, this final is coming to an end. Francis takes out Devi. This is just Jing, now Forsaken, blinded up, hunted down, and killed. 13-3, 3-0. PRX have gone extinct, fossilized, turning to oil beneath Nongshim's feet. From premiere to perfection.
Unbelievable.
Yes, their guide. They are your Masters Santiago champions. 938 days since that man in the middle was on a global stage. And now he lifts the trophy aloft.
It's just so impressive how deep this team actually is, how they've had to fight, how they've had to struggle to find their identity. And they leaned into what got them into Tier 1 in the first place. Dambi on the Neon, fantastic plays behind that. The coaches lifting the trophies, how great this must feel for them. The trials and tribulations, and the moment of triumph. Unbelievable, our first ever Ascension team to lift a global trophy.
Our first Ascension team and our first Premier team, something that we are not likely going to see for quite some time, but I would love to be proven wrong on that front. I hope that this run inspires those out there who have the drive, who have the confidence to believe in themselves to make it to an event like this, because it is possible. But what a feeling this must be to never have been able to square off against PRX and to absolutely rinse them.
Oh, they obliterated them. This is a masterclass. And this is a team that you don't feel like is going anywhere anytime soon. It's not gonna get any easier in stage 1.
Nerf the Neon if you want, I don't think it's gonna do a damn thing. We know what Dambi's capable of on the Raze, on the Jet, on the Waylay as well. This is a squad to be feared. This is a squad to look forward to seeing at many more events in the future. It's still a ways away, but you have to assume that London is already on their minds.
Oh yes, 100% this team looks locked in, looks prepared, and just again, the depth is incredible.
Well, let's send it to Melina and hear from Nongshim, our champions, in the Verizon post-match interview.